me, what is it that drew you to apply for School of the Spirit?
Well, it has been an item on my bucket wish list for years. See, I used to live in Charlotte, North Carolina, and have been part of the parts with Anne for many, many years. And so I knew the way she led, I knew the way she put programs together. But at the time in the life when School of the Spirit was coming into existence, I was starting to date my now husband. And so the time and resources just were not available. But I always would watch what's going on and say, one day I want to get to this. So it came to the point where that one day is like, it's going to happen. I'm going to make it happen.
And how is it that your spiritual thirst is being quenched through that process?
It is because of the careful planning and setting up of everything that goes into the School of Spirit. I loved having the reading list that we had. So I went and purchased all the books ahead of time because I wanted to make sure that they were at the ready and not something I had to do. And then how those lead up to the retreat days, it's just wonderful. The things come along at just the right time. So the way it's so carefully planned and orchestrated brings it all together.
So you're coming all the way from Connecticut, which is unusual for School of the Spirit. What makes it worth the flight to come that far for this retreat or series of retreats?
I'll tell you what, it is truly the gift of being at Retreat House. It truly is a holy place. So as I mentioned, I used to live in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I used to go to programs Anne would put on. I used to work the quiet days. So I knew that place is not only special, but truly holy. And moving to Connecticut, I just didn't have that type of place, that place to quiet yourself. I tried to recreate it, but I just didn't have that place. And so there was just this longing. I need to get back there, that to have your spirit wet and to be that ember brought back into the fire. And it has just nourished my soul. And I just needed that, my spirit refreshed as well, from a friend perspective as well as a spiritual perspective. So it has been all worth it.
Do you have any encouragement for others who may be interested? What would be the value for them taking the time out to do this and commit to this?
There's something that happens when you put it on your calendar. Intention is nice, but sometimes that intention, I'm going to make a half quiet day somewhere, it can be really sucked away very easily. And there's something that it being on the calendar, it would still be a trek if I lived in Charlotte to drive up to Statesville to do, but I am really, really making an investment in there with a flight every single time that I come, that I want to make sure I'm all in. So it is really up the ante for me to make sure that I don't take it lightly, that I really want to be all in. Some of the things that you will experience, you'd be like, that's different, that's odd, I've never done that. Remain curious and follow the process. When you're there on those retreat days, truly come and be present there. And then all the other resources and otherwise that are provided to you, you do have the freedom to dive into them, or maybe you can't do book studies because of the timing. You're still going to find value, but when you are actually there on those retreat days, dive in, remain curious, be with them.